Hello my friends and welcome back to another video where today I'm going to be giving an Amazon Lord of the Rings TV series filming / production update, as in the last month of October the Amazon Lord of the Rings TV series began filming again and they were quite active, and I have also at the end of this video a chronology and timeline of where and when the show filmed and which places they filmed at. As we know, 2 weeks ago they were filming on beaches and down the south coast, then we know they were filming on the set. As I show some pictures, and I've got some new locations I'm going to be talking about today as well. But firstly, we are going to be starting with this brand new location, as it is quite big news, as in the last month around the start of October, the Amazon Lord of the Rings TV series casting crew were down in the route burn track in southern New Zealand and were actually filming there. And I'll be wondering, why is this so important, or why is this so interesting? Well, that is actually because the Lord of the Rings film trilogies, the Peter Jackson trilogies, 20 years ago, went to the route burn track and actually filmed scenes for LOTR, Amon Hen, and famously is the set of Isengard, along with some of the Misty Mountain pictures and view shots as well. So they have been filmed, so it's quite interesting that the Amazon Lord of the Rings TV series has been filming in the same locations where the movies filmed, and some people might think, yes, this might probably be the case because the Lord of the Rings TV show did actually, and Amazon actually did choose New Zealand as a filming place. But it is interesting that they are filming in the same places where some of the Lothlorien scenes were shot, and also Isengard. So interpret what you will from that, and I'll also give some more updates because I've actually had this piece of news or this inside information for about 3 to 4 weeks now, but I didn't want to release it because if I did, as you saw what happened with the said Amazon up their security on the area. So I wanted to make sure when they are fully clear of filming at the location, so my source can get as much information as possible. So in the last month, the Amazon Lord of the Rings TV series have been filming down at the route burn track in New Zealand, and which is the place where the Lord of the Rings film trilogies actually filmed key and important scenes such as Lothlorien, Amon Hen, and Isengard. So next, I know many of you have been asking quite a while now for any updates on the Icy Mountain Set, and I do have some. And first, I'd like to say, if all regarding any pictures for the time being, I cannot put any pictures up on my videos currently, as many of you know that Amazon did give me a copyright strike. So yeah, I think they're patrolling my channel a lot. So, but all I can say is that as of yesterday, the set has actually been taken down. So they currently, I believe that the Amazon Lord of the Rings series is currently in another mini hiatus regarding this filming there. As I'd like to say that I think they have finished the filming on the first 2 episodes, or I think they have finished it, and I'll be talking about in a second why. But firstly, I would like to say is that this Icy Mountain Set has been up for nearly 2.5 weeks straight. So I think about 2 Fridays back is when it actually reported it coming up, because if you remember on the Wednesday/Thursday, I uploaded my first video about the stage and the set. We saw trees at the top. Then the next day they put up an Icy Mountainside set. Then on the then my video got taken down. Then since then they haven't been seen. No actors or actresses have been seen on set since then. And now today it has been taken down. And now I'm going to explain to you guys how I think the Amazon Lord of the Rings TV series, where have they been filming and at what time during production, and why I think that they have finished the filming of the first 2 episodes. Finally, here is a chronology of the filming of the Amazon Lord of the Rings TV series during the last month and since they came back from lockdown, and why I believe that now that from today and around this time the Amazon Lord of the Rings TV series has finished, and J.A.B. Owner has finished the filming of the first 2 pilot episodes. But first, I'd like to cast our minds back to the Deadline article I think came out in the start of October, in the first few days, and they said that the Amazon Lord of the Rings TV series has officially returned to filming and production in Auckland, New Zealand. And then a week before that, Ismail Cruz Cordova put on his story, first day of shooting and then filming, I believe, as well. Then I believe Nazim Bunyadi put a tweet out about it as well. But that showed even more confirmation that they had started. They probably started around September 25th. So from then on, I believe from around the start of October, or around maybe the end of September, they were actually filming at the route burn track that I showed you at the start of this video, and they were filming scenes down there. And then after that, so when they ended the shooting, they went back to the stage in Auckland, New Zealand that I showed you guys, and they started filming scenes there. And as we saw in one of the pictures on my first video, we saw trees at the top of the set, or something that looked like trees. So I think they were filming there. As also you saw videos of the cast and crew arriving to the set. That was in my videos as well, as my source had showed. So I think for about 2 weeks they must have been filming. Then after that, so 4 weeks in, and then afterwards, then when I showed that the Icy Mountain Set was actually the backdrop has now been seen on the stage. I think from then on, the Amazon Audience TV show and cast and crew had then actually gone, I think, on location down the south coast of New Zealand, and down to Piha Beach was, I think, one of the main places, and along some other beaches and coastlines down the south coast. So that is quite interesting. And then, as you just saw before, then that goes up to around about today and yesterday, where yesterday I found out that the stage and the actual backdrop of the Icy Mountain set has been taken down. And my source did say that he hasn't seen any actors or actresses actually arriving to set, but there's been lots of hustling and moving around there. So, but now there's nothing on the stage. And I think I might show a picture on Twitter, I'm not sure, it depends on, I'll see, but so that's quite interesting. So they're now not filming anything there, and that's what that's led me to believe that I think the filming of the first 2 episodes is now nearly complete. And why this, I think, this backs me up, is I think 3 or 4 weeks ago, J.A.B. owner actually put on his story that how it feels like after being halfway done through filming or something along those lines. So I believe now, I think he's fully finished or near. Maybe he's maybe 1 week of filming. So either right now still down at the south coast filming, or because at this stage in Auckland they're wrapping things up there. So maybe in the future, maybe the next month or the next week, you'll be seeing some maybe new directors being released by Amazon, because they haven't released anything at all since January this year, I believe. So yeah, so just to recap, if that was if I know I spoke a lot. So at the start of the month we found out that they had returned through deadline, returned to filming, and in the last few days of September, Ismail Cruz Cordova and Nazim Boniardi spoke publicly about it. And then I believe from the start of October, from then on, they were filming down at this place that I showed you. So the route thingy, I've forgotten the name of it now. So they filmed there for a few weeks. Then they went back to the stage in Auckland that I showed you guys, and they had been filming there for a few weeks. And then I believe about 2 weeks ago, they gone on location down the south coast. I think 2 to 3 weeks ago, they went onto location on the south coast and onto lots of beaches, like Pier Beach, for example, probably filming some coastline scenes. And while that's happening in Auckland, the Icy Mountainside set has been up there for about 3 weeks, 2.5 to 3 weeks straight. So that probably means the last few days they finally filmed the scenes for the Icy Mountainside set, as that set has now been fully taken down. And that's where we're at. So I believe that J.B. owner has pretty much finished his filming. Because if you think about it as well, 1.5 months in January, I think February to March, and now he's had a full month as last few days September. So he might have 1 or 2 weeks left, but I think he's mostly finished. And of course, I can't confirm this, but from what my sources are saying, it does all come together like this as the time that he might have actually finished filming for the pilot episodes. So just to round up, in today's video we have learnt of a new filming location, which is Rootborn Track in southern New Zealand, where last month, or the beginning of last month, at the Amazon Orderings TV series were filming there, which is the same place where the movies filmed, and they filmed scenes for LOTR, Amonhen, Isengard, and the Misty Mountains, or the top of the Misty Mountain range. And then also we learned that in Auckland, New Zealand, they're currently taking down all the sets or set pieces, as we know that the Icy Mountainside has been taken down yesterday. So that probably means that during the weekend or last week they did film with the Icy Mountainside, and they've started to take all the containers down as well. So I think this is leading me to indicate that they probably have stopped filming for the first 2 episodes, and I think that it is that the filming for the 2 pilots are probably done. Because if you think about it, even between February and March, I think that was about a month and a half they filmed there, and now he's had another month and a half, 1 month and a bit to film on the other side of lockdown. So it'll be plausible to say that they probably, or Jay Buhner has finished filming for the pilots for the first 2 episodes, and the stop and halt of production and filming in Auckland may indicate this as well. And also I went through the chronology and timeline as we saw Amazon Lord of the Rings TV series start in Route 1 track, then go to the filming in the stages in Auckland, and then off to the southern coast. Then they came back again. So that's, I think, where the main bit of filming has been in the last month. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little update. And well, not even a little update, we've covered lots and lots of things. I really appreciate it. Please like, subscribe. Until the next video, my friends, goodbye.